Alright, creepy BioTube stalker. I turned my audio up. Now tell me how this sounds. Alright, but hello everyone, Tyrannical here, and welcome to the first season 1 finale of Tyrannical Reviews. On Friday, the season 1, I'm doing 2 season 1 finales. This one, I wanted to review something extra special. Then the next one is gonna be something, you'll see what the next video, what the season finale is gonna be. But yeah. Today, on our season 1 finale, I'm gonna be reviewing the Ignition One by Bionicle MP, and the reason I am reviewing this for the finale is I feel like this might be, other than maybe Project Hoa, this might have been the biggest kind of, or I mean, this and Ignition 2, they might have been the two biggest like Bionicle animations on YouTube, at least from what I've seen, except for maybe like Project Hoa, like excluding Project Hoa. Actually, yeah, I'd say Project Hoa might have been the biggest anime. I mean, like this is. I mean, I'm not sure if it's actually the long. I'm guessing that both of that. All right. So here. All right. Let me start with some backstory. So basically, I believe this was posted in actually 2015. I should have checked that. But yeah, basically back in 2015, Bionicle MP, one of my favorite BioTubers. Yeah, I did review of the 2016 Winter trilogy by him. Yeah, he posted or not posted. He basically followed the Bionicle story or the Bionicle 2006 story line for line and made a stop motion, basically a Bionicle 2006 movie. And oh my god, it was I thought it was amazing. At least me, I thought it was amazing. How easily the best part of this, and that's what we're doing today, obviously. But yeah, easily the best part about this animation is how like perfectly or how like kind of seamless, or I don't know what the right word would be, how kind of closely he follows the Bionicle 2006 story. Like it's no joke. It's almost line for line, and that takes some damn talent. Like that was really impressive. And then in 2017, he did Ignition 2 for the 2007 story. And the reason I'm reviewing the 2006 one and not the 2007 one, because if I were to say what the biggest Bionicle animation on YouTube might have been, I would say the 2007 one. For at least from what I've seen, because I saw there was so many like members from the community voiced in it. Like I know Luke Man Studios voiced in it, Callan LF I believe voiced in it. I think Callan's sister, who voiced Gally, I believe she voiced in it. I think she voiced. I know that Callan and his sister they voiced in the this one, but I don't remember. I remember it was crazy reading the credits and just seeing all these like BioTubers who I know and watch, and just seeing how they all came together for this one huge stop motion for the 2007 one. But the reason I'm reviewing the 2006 one instead is because A, if you saw my ranking the Bionicle years video, you'll know that 2006 was my favorite year. But B, I have more of a personal connection to this one, and that's why I'm reviewing it. Basically, I remember this was back when I was first getting into, I'd say first getting into BioTube. So I'd say like April 2016. My channel wasn't made then, obviously, but yeah, April 2016. This is when I was getting. Oh, whoops! Oh my god, I just hit my keyboard accidentally. Whoops! I did not mean to do that. But yeah, I would say April 2016 about is when it was. Yeah, that's when I was first kind of getting into BioTube, and I remember I got home, me and my family, and then my friend, my used to be someone who I used to know, or yeah, our families went on a vacation. I remember I came home. And I remember I kept sawing this video in my recommended, and by this point I already knew most of the stuff of the like Bionicle story. Like I knew the gists of it. But yeah, I kept seeing this in my recommended, and I was like, you know what, I might as well see it. So I watched it, and I was blown away on how like perfectly and like line for line he like followed the story. Like the whole animation feels like like one of the Bionicle movies. But honestly, if I had to watch Mask of Light or any of the Bionicle movies really, or this, I'm taking this because wow, the animation. Well, I mean, I would say, I mean, obviously the animation on the movie's better, but this is more true to Bionicle because it's actually stop motion. But yeah, it just follows the story. I think it's like so much closer, and like all the novels and stuff. And yeah, that's, I know I've said this so much, but that's easily the best part about. I say I'm reviewing. I know I said that I'm reviewing just the first ignition, the first ignition, but I keep referencing the second one. But yeah, I know that I keep yeah, it follows the story like so, like line for line. Yeah, it's just that's easily the most impressive part about both of them. Yeah, I know I keep saying that, but yeah. So yeah, story, like I said, is just the official Bionicle story. But yeah, the reason I'm giving the story 10 out of 10 just because yeah, I know I said this a million times, but yeah, how closely he follows it, and yeah, I never actually finished this. The reason I'm reviewing the 2006 one, not the 2007 one, because yeah, I remember I had a lot of good a lot of good memories watching it. So yeah, and also I'll be honest, I may have not finished the 2007 one, but or here I'll be honest. Actually, okay, so basically, Bionicle MP. I remember, I think this was, I remember he live streamed like the Ignition 2. He live streamed it before he uploaded it, and I remember I watched the live stream, but I think I kind of left in parts because I don't remember, but I've seen most of it. But yeah, I have more of a personal kind of attachment to this one, so yeah, that's why I'm reviewing this one. So yeah, I guess now I'll stop gushing about the story and how kind of perfect, like not perfect, how kind of like seamless it is, and yeah, I'll move on to the other animation and presentation. So I kind of have the same thoughts here that I did for my 2006 Winter Trilogy video from Bionicle MP. So if I kind of miss anything about the animation and presentation here, then just watch that review. But basically, Noah Productions or Bionicle MP, his animation is really smooth. Like that's probably that's the thing with his animation. It's really like pleasing to the eye to watch, and it's like rarely ever kind of choppy. And he normally does green screen, or not normally. He always nowadays at least he always does green screening. And I would say that him and Mason Mox are probably the best at green screening, mainly because they're really the only two who mainly do green screening. But yeah, like the thing with green screening though is it's gonna always come with like it's in hit with like apparent flaws. Like I think, like I said in my Winter Trilogy video, it's impossible to do a green screen without like little things kind of being kind of not like being perfect. So yeah, it's I can't. So I'm not gonna give the animation 10 out. Like if the animation like if you put this animation in like the set of waste disposal, then I think it would be like perfect. Like it would probably rival the 2016 Wave 2 battle. But yeah, I will say that the green screening is good, but I think it's almost impossible to do a green screen 100% right. So yeah, then for everything else, I mean the character design is just the official sets, which makes total sense of obviously because actually no, there was actually I forgot, I needed to talk about this. He actually the Matoran before cuz like it follows like the whole 2006 story. The Matoran before they become the Toa Ignica, he actually did custom builds for them. And one thing I remember back when I watched it in 2016, the thing that I hated the most about their design is he actually used sticky putty to hold on some of the front stuff on the front, and like it worked and it didn't look bad. It's just that's very like I think I think it may have been. It's probably like I don't know what the right word would be. Maybe like not cheapest. I mean, kind of like it's a very just like that's a very easy just like thing to do, and it's just kind of on Lego like it's even. I would say it's even a little bit more on Lego like when using flex tubing, which is kind of like flex tubing is kind of just like the Lego cheat piece, and yeah, I'd say using sticky putty is a little bit more kind of cheating than that. And I don't know, I just always bother. I mean, obviously, because I'm over cynical all the time. Yeah. that probably bothered me a lot more than it would just the average viewer. But yeah, it was kind of noticeable. Actually, here, actually, one thing that was actually one case of him using. All right, so basically in the story, how the Toa got their and Nika got their masks was from Karzani, which I'll be honest, I didn't even know that before I watched the video, and I'll be honest, I'll be honest, even to this day, there's still parts of the Bionicle story that I'm not 100% on, mainly 2009 and onwards, because that's I kind of stopped, like, I kind of stopped, like, really paying attention to the story 2009 onwards once I started getting into Bionicle. So, yeah, that was, yeah, I mean, like, obviously, I'm obviously, like, afterwards, like 2000. I mean, I didn't grow up in like 2000. Okay, I made that unintentionally confusing, but all right, I'm just gonna move on. But yeah, yeah, I didn't even know parts of all right, Karzani. All right, on to Karzani, because yeah, I didn't even know that yeah, Karzani was part of the 2006 story till I saw this. But yeah, he made a custom Karzani, and he used. Oh, crap, what was that guy's name? The 2009 set that had like snakes. I forget his name. But he used his mask and put like gray clay on it to make a Karzani mask. And oh my god, it looked spot on. Honestly, it looks so much like Karzani. And I forgot what was the name of Karzani's mask. I know that it let him like project like illusions, but I forgot what the name of it was. I'm gonna have to look that up afterwards. But yeah, he made a custom car. So yes, there was most of them. Most of the characters are just the official sets, but there are a couple like just custom built characters in there, and they look fine except for the sticky attack. Actually, that was kind of. But yeah, they for the most part they look fine. And actually here this was actually kind of a fun. This was kind of funny. So his the Bionicle MP's Neck 10 character, like I said, if you saw my review of the 2006 Winter Trilogy, you would know I talked about his Neck 10 character, who might be my favorite character from Bionicle MP, who basically he made a revamp of the 2010 Stars Neck 10, and he made his character have 1,000,000 kids, and he always goes like dumb kids. And in the part when they go into the cave looking for the mask of life, and they have to face all the obstacles, one of the obstacles is that neck ted, and I found that kind of a funny kind of reference. Oh my god, I don't know, I found that funny. That was kind of a funny reference. But yeah, so overall like I said, easily the best part about this animation is how faithful it is to the official story. And yeah, that's another reason I'm reviewing it. Yeah, it's so faithful to the official Bionicle story. Yeah, it's like I said, I would probably take watching these over the official Bionicle movies any day. So yeah, cuz like I said, I think they are the longest Bionicle stop motions on YouTube. Possibly longest Lego stop motions, actually. No. I mean as one continuous video, actually, not as like a part, like a series. Because I'm thinking, because I know that Ignition 2 was 2 hours, maybe even no. Ignition 1, I think, was 2 hours, and Ignition 2 was almost 3, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, I know they're both over an hour, and yeah, I know I kind of made it confusing. I'm reviewing the first one. I maybe should have just reviewed both, but then I thought, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really want to like for animations these like this big. I didn't want to do two in one video, and obviously maybe I should have reviewed the this last time. And then I may have gone about this wrong. Speaking of last time, actually, here I'll talk about the last review actually after the final verdict, because yeah, actually I needed to talk about the last review. I forgot. So yeah. Overall, animation. Oh wait, no, wait, yeah, wait, no. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. What were my... Sorry, I forgot what my score... Hold on, I just need to check what my scores were. Hold on. Alright, yes. Alright, animation, 9 out of 10. Presentation, 9 out of 10. Story, 10 out of 10. I believe this was the same score that I gave the 2006 Winter Trilogy, but yeah, it's because I will say though, actually, now that... Because, like, if you really... The thing with Bionicle MP is that, like, if you... I don't know, like, it's hard to I don't know how to explain this without kind of it sounding weird. I feel like his stories I'm not okay. Here, like, I don't know how to. Here, I need to actually kind of explain this. Actually, I probably shouldn't have. So, yeah. So, I'm not giving the story a 10 out of 10 really for the actual story because it's obviously like the official Bionicle story. I'm giving it 10 out of 10 because of how faithful it is to the Bionicle story. And yeah, I overall, yeah, I think the Bionicle MP stories are really yeah, they're really good. So yeah, I know. So yeah, I know it probably doesn't make sense that they both got the same score looking back in retrospect, but yeah, story wise, there's my reasoning on how they have. I know that some of my scores don't make sense, and this is probably one of the cases where it's not going to make sense. Trust me. In season 2, I'm going to be fixing up my rating system because I know that I've some people have brought to my attention that it's kind of it doesn't make too much sense at some points. But yeah, I mean, I think the presentation and animation are the same and really good throughout. So yeah. Yeah, there are my thoughts. Amazing job on Bionicle MP, not just on both of the Ignition videos, but on all your videos. Yeah, Bionicle MP is easily one of my favorite BioTubers. So, yeah, I guess that's it. So if you were here oh yeah, stay tuned, or come in Friday for the season 1, for the final season 1 finale, and yeah, season 2 will start in, I think next week I'm gonna be taking a break, but after that season 2 will start. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So if we're here just for the review, you can leave now. But now, news. So the last review. I'm sorry I got it out so late. This is why this is getting out so early, to make up for that. And actually, I'll talk about, actually, to make up for the last review being so crap. The season 1 finale, I'm gonna be doing something. I'm making it. I'm doing a little something extra for the season 1 finale to make up for the last review. Basically, yeah, it was really rushed because I was doing it so late because I had this binge through the series because I didn't have a lot of time because me and my dad were watching a Netflix show and I kind of lost track of time, and I thought I'd watched most of it but I didn't, and I just wanted to get to bed, so I know this is probably like the most amateur. This was my biggest problem with the last review. My mistakes were the most amateur mistakes ever, and yeah, I really should. I'm kind of laughing because of how stupid of a mistake it was just not to watch the whole series early on. But yeah, I'm sorry, Maniac Mac, because I do really like, if you're watching this, because I do really like your channel that I gave you such a bad review. But yeah, like I said, for Hearts of Vengeance, I'm gonna in season 2, I'm gonna be giving a better review too. So yeah, sorry about the last review. I'm gonna make it up for you guys. A, by getting this review out early, and B, in the finale. So yeah, that's that, and I think that's all for today. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, stay tuned Friday to see the season 1 finale. So yeah, bye y'all.